well built. They also have contactless payments, and overall, I really enjoy using these cards. After you invest 2,500 CRO tokens, they're going to be locked up for the next 6 months. This is so that investors like you and myself don't sell and dump their CRO tokens right after we purchase them, so that we can just benefit from their cards. But you will also be benefiting a 6% annual interest rate off of your $2,500 CRO tokens. On top of that, you will be getting after a year if you decide to get the Ruby Red card. Your initial investment is going to be $175, but you'll be getting a 6% interest rate on that, so you'll get an additional $10.50. You'll also get Spotify reimbursement, so you'll be getting $120 in a year, and you'll get a $25 bonus for using your referral link and getting your Ruby Red card. Within an entire, at the end of the year, assuming that one CR token will be 7 cents, you'll be ending up with $330.50 by the end of the year. And these numbers only work if one CR token.
This is Flexi Factory's Anycubic Alien, and we're slicing it up with 4 colors in the bamboo slicer. Let's see what happens when we send it over to the bamboo printer. It's going to heat up everything. It's going to check the 4 colors are loaded and the AMS up top. It's also going to do auto-bed leveling and this really interesting calibration. Now, it's kind of dark in here, so I added a light. I'm not sure why they have one little tiny light. Now it's going to do a bunch of crazy vibrations, and it's trying to figure out how much your table or your printer wobbles so that it can correct for that, because this thing prints fast. It's going to print a series of lines here, and this is all to see how the filament is coming out so that it can counteract the motion. This is its micro LiDAR, and that's going to look at what it printed and make adjustments. Now it's starting to print the alien, and we've got 10 hours and 39 minutes left, and this is only at standard speed, not even sport or ludicrous. Don't forget to follow if you want to see how it turns out. This is Flexi Factory's Anycubic Alien.
They say you're good at chess. They should bring you.
911 Drew Crowley. He told Daniel's fingernails removed. His scratching nails. The next major appearance. A message.
That's what I think. They were killed because they were zombies. It's a warning shot. Most people on the radio talking about brain eaters.
Humans aren't people.
I am printing a Flexi dinosaur. Let me show you on screen what I'm printing. So I have plenty of those little dinosaurs in the back. It's one of these. I have different colors. This is light blue with a little bit of black. This is a glow in the dark. And this is all blue and all black. And I have a massive one. I don't know if you can see it back here. A little bigger one in the back, in the background. I like printing these when I'm gonna change filaments. There you go. I'm gonna be changing filaments soon from purple, probably to green. So I like to do like one last print, and that's why I have a bunch of little dinosaurs. So right now I'm actually printing, I'm gonna be changing the filament, and I'm gonna be printing something else. I printed a katana, like a sword. The only issue, it didn't come up how I wanted it to be, so that one took like 7 hours to do. And I'm just gonna change filament so I can retry the katana. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna be changing to this orange filament so I can print a Goku or something like that. With this one I can print also a Charmander, so actually that would be a good idea. This print is supposed to take about, I want to say 40 to 45 minutes, depending on the calibration of the machine. It looks like now it's doing its base layer, which is a tiny dinosaur.
I came across some documents with title case file. Registration thing. A lot of plastic cleared always a couple years ago. But it was in case of emergency. News is new.
Now, if you guys have any recommendations on filaments, let me know. I only have one kind of filaments. I am pretty new to printing, and the one that I'm using is the Polyterra. This is the orange, what it looks like. The Polyterra, and it's the Sunrise Orange. So far, this filament has actually been like really good to me. Everything that I print, it comes out in good quality. The only issue that I've seen with the, I don't even want to say the filament, like the actual filament, but like the actual like machine. This is the Anchor M5C, Anchor Make M5C, and the only problem that it's giving me is sometimes you need to like start tightening the bolt, the screws, or it starts to get like wacky prints. This is one of the prints that I did with the, it's a phone mount. It has a charging hole right here. It has like little speakers. And this is the one that it gave me the most problem with. It's a little container. You can put different things. I have like acrylic paint right here that I wanted to put, like make it look nice. But it did these holes, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to reprint it. But you see, it's the same purple that I have right now. Yeah, this is the main idea. It's a PLA filament. This is the main idea behind this box. I wanted to put all my paint. I want to get into the habit of painting my 3D prints. Yeah, this is it's PLA. It's like a type of plastic, but I think it's more delicate than plastic, to be honest. I also have this machine right here, this little thing that tells me like the temperature, and it tells me the humidity, so I know that it's not the humidity that is affecting it. I just think it's sometimes the machine just stops like working, and then you gotta like do some maintenance on it. But yeah, if you stick long enough, or if you come back in about like 40 to 45 minutes, I'm gonna be changing the actual filament, and you can see like the extrusion, like extruding the old filament and just putting in the new one. I've been trying to make things that make sense to use. So for example, this box that I printed, it makes sense to use because obviously I can put all my paint, or at least some of it. And then I want to make another one for all my 3D printed tools. I have a bunch of little tools that I need to pretty much fix, make it look nicer. the machine did come with some tools. So if you can see right here, this is the little box that it comes with, and you can see the shape, the print of the whatever it comes with. But it's not enough. Once you start getting into like 3D prints, you really want to get yourself like better tools for sure. It started off as a small project, just like for fun, and all of a sudden now I want to get another printer. I got myself like 20 different filaments, different colors, glow in the dark, one that looks gold. So it's really fun. I had to rearrange the whole, like the background. That's a bookshelf, the one where you see all the little characters behind. That's actually a bookshelf, and I had to rearrange everything to, because I wanted to like make it like live, and I had to rearrange everything. I moved all the books to the top. You can actually see it, like you see all the books on the top. I had to rearrange everything. Yeah, that's funny. I went and bought myself like different little tools. I like a black profile, so I bought myself like all black tools. And then right now the machine is actually making more noise. That's because it's actually starting to do the print. It looks like the first layer was finally done. Yeah, so this one is like this machine has a rail. So everything moves in that rail, but I've seen some other machines that they're like more complex. This machine, it's about like it's in the $400 range to like $300 to $500, let's just say, because you could buy like the base model and then it comes with like tools and like different things. I just bought the base model, so it was more like 300 and like 40 something. But yeah, like I said, you start buying one thing and then you want to buy more and then buy more. The only thing that I've seen other machines do, this one does that, but not necessarily like the other ones. It's messy. Like you see all this, like that's like, I cleaned this before starting the machine, and it just creates mess, and you just gotta be like cleaning after it. And right now I have it's not on camera, but right here I have a 25 pound weight that holds my table because it does move a lot. It just keeps moving. Yeah, the machine itself is affordable, but once you start to get into the actual like hobby of printing, you start wanting to get more prints, you start wanting to make more complex prints. This machine only prints in one color, which is why you see like the Pikachu over here on the top on the shelf. It's actually like all yellow, versus the one at the bottom. That one is acrylic. Like it printed the all yellow, and then my daughter actually painted the eyes and the cheeks. But this machine only prints one color. So we started getting all these filaments, and now I'm like, now I kind of want to print like multicolor. So now I want to get myself another machine that actually does that multicolor. This Gengar right here, the one that you see the red eyes and the white mouth, that one is a multi-part print. So what that means is I printed the body, and then I changed the filament, and then I printed the eyes, and then I printed the mouth, and then I just put some super glue on it, and I had to color in the black of the eyes. I did that with Posca marker. But yeah, I'm wondering, because now that I mentioned like I want to do with this filament, I want to do the Goku, and I wonder like how I'm gonna paint the hair and the skin. I could do it with this. I have black paint right here. It's like a really nice black, Mars black. I could do the hair, but I really need to learn to like paint it, sand down the model so that the paint can actually stick to it. Yeah, it's a whole craft, but it's really cool. You get some really nice prints out of it. One thing that I didn't consider is keeping the filaments. Apparently when you buy a filament, you gotta keep it dry. I didn't know this before. So I ripped the bag. It comes with the bag. I'll put it in the screen so you can see it. It comes with a bag and it comes with a little desiccant inside to keep the filament dry. And I didn't know that, so I started throwing everything away. And I started watching some YouTube videos, and they're like, yeah, you gotta like buy yourself a dehydrator or keep them nice, or they start messing up the filaments. I'm like, oh, well, that's not good, because I already threw everything away. So if you do that to your filaments, just grab a Ziploc bag, and apparently that works as well. I had to buy myself like an extra bag of like silica gel packets, so because I threw the other ones away. So this is, if you've never seen this design, this is a Flexi T-Rex. It actually bends. I like printing stuff that bends because they're really cool. This one, it's super cool how it starts creating all the little like hinges and all the things that actually bend. But after every design, you gotta clean the design. So I bought that tool, the black tool, 3D printing tools, and it comes with this little knife, right? So with this one, it's really easy to just go in there and start cutting all the extra base filament, the extra layers. It is a little bit time consuming, but it's like I said, the whole idea of 3D printing is really fun. So like if you don't have time, obviously you would have to come back later, but if you got time to, it's a hobby, right? So you gotta have some time on hand to be able to go through everything. The machine is like loud. So when I've been trying to like, because I have it in my room, so when I've tried to print at night, it does make a lot of noise. So that's also something to consider. Like you can't really print overnight, or else you're gonna have like a really loud noise. You gotta put it somewhere else, but then you gotta be monitoring. So sometimes you start like, you come back and there's just like spaghetti all over. That's what the thing is called. It just starts like messing up, and it's just prints like literally like spaghetti. If you have any like suggestions for me to print after, I'm gonna start working on that Goku, because like I said, I'm gonna change filaments after this. But if you have any suggestions as to what you want to see being printed, I can do that before I actually change the filament. I have in my plans, I want to print the Goku, I want to print Frieza. I'm geeking out with this, so I want to print Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. But Bulbasaur, I need a different filament. The ones that I have don't really give it justice to the actual color. I'm just gonna be printing like different Pokemons, different. Yes, I can make a dragon. I actually tried printing a dragon before, but the machine messed up. But yeah, let me see what I have back there. Maybe I have a dragon. So I have a shark. I can print a orange dragon, or what color would you like to see it in? I can do like a red dragon, orange. I can even do a gold dragon. A gold dragon will be really cool. One of the things to consider when you're printing is how much time it's going to be, how much extra filament it's going to take to print, because you got to print supports. So for the counter right back here, all this is a support. So all this, like, you got to print all that. Ooh, I see some really cool dragon eggs. Trying to find a dragon model to print. I found what is called like a bone dragon apparently. I'm gonna try to print that bone dragon after. I was saying earlier that I'm gonna change to an orange filament. So eventually with that orange filament, I want to print a Goku. So the orange that I'm gonna be changing to is a sunrise orange. It's by Polyterra. So if you can see it right here, Holy Terra, it's an orange. So eventually I'm gonna be printing a Goku, but somebody recommended for me to print a dragon. So I thought it would be cool to print something that you guys want to see. So a dragon will be actually pretty cool. As soon as this guy is done, I'm gonna be doing a filament change, and then I'm gonna be printing the dragon. Right now I'm printing a Flexi T-Rex. Usually when I print a Flexi T-Rex, I like to print them before changing the filaments, just to have extra. I like those little Flexi T-Rex. There's one in the background, the big one over there, the blue big one in the back. That's one of the Flexi T-Rex. That one took about 4 hours to print. And these ones take about 45 minutes to print, the little ones. One thing to consider when you're doing a print, if you're trying to make a big print like a long dragon, it's gotta be between the green lines of your printing bed, right? Because if you print anything that is larger than that, the machine just messes up and it's a big mess.
How am I supposed to see or bury the dead dynamite leader with only two left? Let's pick up the pace. We gotta get this stuff out of here before it's smoking. This body needs 10 hours of sleep to function. And most of them that came in all broken up before even 6 hours. Well, we must not get so much sleep, it still looks like shit.
Sorry, Dr. G. You, Dr. Nicholas, we strongly believe their body was affected.
How do you know that? Because I can feel it in my balls.
Well, and that's the current. So the current and there's the balls.
Curse of those activities. And you said because your balls, they're nuts.
Oh, I see. So the dragon that I'm trying to print right now, it says that it's definitely gonna need supports. The problem, it's giving me like a stability problem. It's saying that there might be like the bed adhesion might not be enough, so to print supports. Sometimes when I print something, it auto generates the supports, which is pretty cool. But for something like the dragon that I want to print, it's not gonna generate the supports. So I have to create them myself. So the dragon with supports, it looks like it's gonna take about 5 hours.
The mayor asked me to come to his house tonight for dinner. I need you to go to the lights.
It's a little weird and busy. I hope my dad will get to for my niece's birthday. Maybe those two would like to go. I mean, I could. I can't. I'm not reading something from 5 to midnight, so when is it?
6 p.m.
Oh, well, there we go. Right in there. Yeah. So you're lucky I'm seeing you.
I wasn't going to say you that would make you a problem.
Yeah. You ever do anything like that? What? Nothing.
There were some bills that were being passed around at the party last night, and I think that maybe they were prescribed some madness like that.
Are you being serious right now? What? You think I told them?
No, I'm like, really bad. I want that.
What's going on?
She thinks I stole the missing prescription pot.
Why would you ask her that?
See, because she thinks you're crazy.
How much she stole? Statistically speaking, it was you.
Yeah. I'm watching a show in the background in case you guys recognize it. It's Resident Alien or Alien Resident, something like that.
That is not yours.
Let me see. It's yeah, Resident Alien.
Honey, you pregnant?
So far, the Flexi T-Rex that I'm printing,
Dad and I have something
it's it has about 15 minutes left.
And you just won't even know. You okay with it?
It's funny because I've seen some, like I see the timer and it says 15 minutes, and then you come back to it and it still says 15 minutes. The thing is, like, the longer it prints for, the more obviously the time changes. So your timer might like if you're doing like a 4-hour print, it might end up being like 4 hours and like 45 minutes or something like that. So even though it says a specific amount of time, it might not be that specific amount of time.
That's what's up. Okay. Sahar here. Over. I just want to say goodbye. When I think over. Over. What do you mean it's over? Over. My parents invited me in for dinner, so I'm gonna say this is great news. Really? I told you about wanting to get into this cabin to look around, right? I got a plan. Over.
What are we thinking for dinner? Actually, don't tell me. I want to get surprised. Doesn't mind me certainly.
She's clueless. She has no idea this dinner would just be a kid screaming and throwing food at you.
Smells like meatloaf.
Just her, but I'll take it.
44 grams.
Darcy, hello.
I'm so glad you did.
You are.
Honey, you didn't tell me there was brand new days.
I had no idea. This is a date.
Pump the brakes. first before I did, and now he's like, which is it? Which is crazy because he's very into it. Welcome. So happy that you joined us.
Yes.
Rocket door. No house key. Over. No one uses my control to unlock doors. Or to keep this distributed into keys. Okay, how are you gonna do? Over. I don't know. Like this. Over. Over. Just stop. Sorry,
It looks like it's almost done printing. I think it has like 12 minutes left, if not mistaken.
This is nice. Isn't this nice, Max?
yeah, I'm having a great time.
Let me show you guys what I'm printing. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this before.
Dr. Spiegel. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call you Harry. I mean, we're all friends here, right? So, Harry, tell us what.
So I'm actually printing one of these. It's a Flexi dinosaur. This one I printed when I changed filaments, so I went from black to blue, so it has that black and blue profile. However, I have one of these. This is a glow in the dark. I'm not done cleaning this guy, so you can see how it looks when you haven't cleaned it. And then I have a big one back here. I'm gonna move the Pikachu and the Gengar. You see the big one back there? It's over here. This guy took about 5 hours to print. The Gengar, if you want to see it up close, is so cool because that actually has spikes in the back. And these things are like really spiky. And then you can see the mouth and the eyes. The eyes, I printed them. I color them with a Posca marker because I don't have a multicolor machine, so I had to paint them. This is my Pikachu right here. I haven't done any coloring to this one, but if you see down here, you can actually see the Pikachu. My daughter actually painted that one. I have this guy right here. It's missing a finger because when they did the print, I don't know, the fingers are not that accurate, so it missed the finger.
Oh my God, this whole time I've been feeding on you with cake.
How dare you? I'm getting $4. Well, mine too. You made me stick the
You cut in front of that big book.
You talking about? I'm with you. We buying evidence bags. Get the chair, too.
You're buying a hot wheels bag.
It isn't just a hot wheel. This is a 65 Mustang. What am I supposed to do? Not buy it? Then what some kid buys it, they take it home and play with it in their driveway. The thing goes out into the street. They run after it. The next thing you know, a city bus plows right into it. Not watch.
Sometimes I have to come and check out the print because it just messes up. Like for whatever reason, one of the layers doesn't print how it's supposed to, and it just totally messes up. Here, I'm gonna put this guy right over here so you guys can see what it is. There you go.
I just think it's a little weird. You never told me you made out with Darcy. I mean, what, did your fingers get mad or something?
Man, you? How it go? It's not a big deal. It's fit pretty.
It's so cool that you guys bought your parents' house.
Oh, yeah. You are really lucky.
Yeah. Just like, remember when we were sitting on the couch that one time, dreaming about how it could be our house one day?
Oh, yeah. Wow, that is
looking ahead for a fifth grader. Here, this is in 10th grade. We did get 10th grade. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Caught this guy. Everything else. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay. I'm gonna grab that. Hey.
I know you're being so nice to me. I tried to kick you too many times. Forget all the bone saw that you because you cut your brakes that you died at 3 times. I tried to kick you 3 times.
Even me.
Hey, yeah, I did. I look forward to it. How does he plan on eating someone who was tasting like
You know what? I think I'd do the same thing if I were an I'll bet you taste like pot roast. Or potatoes?
You keep tapping those hands, you're gonna lose them.
Huh.
It was so nice having you here. You should become some leftovers.
I'll take the rest of the cookies and
So this print apparently has about 8 minutes left, and then I'm gonna be changing the filament to orange.
getting along so well.
Come on.
You know what? I'm gonna try to print. We're gonna mix the dragon and the. I'm gonna print Charmander. I'm gonna look for Charmander because the other dragon is gonna take about 5 hours to make. That's a long time. So let's go ahead and look for a Charmander to print.
Tiny marbles for the paintings marbles. That's not really, that's a transit station. Blue one is Uranus.
Okay. I heard a lot of assholes up there.
I told a joke earlier too. The Sarah's fault. It's not.
No, I think it's really important. It's pretty bad. No, yet. I want to like put the word on the gift.
Ooh. Okay. Love the giver. Bit of a giver myself.
Mine just read and writes it down to the Christmas house. The end.
Oh, wow. Incredible. So,
Right. I can get it past somebody's bedtime. Maybe 2 people's. Harry, it was so lovely having you. And Darcy, you were here too.
yeah, let's do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, like when is that?
Yeah, that's great.
There you go, buddy. Now.
All right.
Now. Now. Thank you. See you around, sister wife.
So the Charmander is actually gonna take about 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. That's better than the other 5 hours.
It's not thinking. Actually likes it. And why wouldn't he? I'm a likable lady.
This print has 5 minutes left, and then I'm gonna be changing the filament to a orange.
I can't keep this.
Let's see. Yeah, it's 3 minutes left. I like to take advantage of the filament whenever I actually change the filament. I don't like to kill the filament, like the spool, right away. That's why I kind of like print a couple things and then I just go back to another filament. But yeah, at the moment I printed the counters that are in the back, and then I printed a katana, but the katana messed up. It was supposed to be like a sword. A katana is a sword, a collapsible sword, but only one of the parts worked. So that was kind of lame, to be honest. And then another thing that I did is this like a little container thing with this purple. It's for my paints, but it kind of messed up, as you can see. It didn't really like print it how I wanted to, but it still works. So obviously I'm keeping it, even though it looks like I've been poking at it for a while. It's supposed to have like hollow honeycombs, and some of the honeycombs didn't really print how they were supposed to. So it ended up looking like a broken honeycomb, if that makes sense. But it still works. The point here is to create stuff, and then if it messes up, oh well, right? I'm not gonna be like throwing up a thing that works if I could use it. I mean, why not? It's just for aesthetics that it didn't work out at the end. Looks like it has about 3 minutes left. Now, like I said, guys, if you have any ideas to what to print, right now somebody requested for me to print a dragon. So, not sure if you're still watching, but I changed my idea to, instead of a full-on dragon, because it would have taken forever, I'm gonna print a Charmander, right? Which is still a dragon, it's just not a dragon like articulating. So for now, I'm gonna change the filament to a orange, and then I'm gonna be printing a Charmander, just to keep that Pokemon theme going on in the background. Eventually, I want to change to a more like a darker red to print a Charmeleon, but since I'm gonna have the orange going on, might as well print a Charizard. I'm gonna make a list of the things that I'm printing next. Okay, so somebody requested a dragon. I'm gonna print Charmander. It's done. So I'm gonna put a printing list right here. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. I guess I could put it right here, right? Somewhere. For now, at least. I can't really see it, huh? Let me try to make it better. So now it's time to change filaments. So I have this printing list. For now, I'm just gonna put it right here. Hopefully you're able to see it. And if you're not able to see it, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to make another one, a better one. So right here, a printing list. So if you have any suggestions, this is where it will go. Right now I'm gonna change the filament, and I'm gonna have to extrude the old one. So I have some tools that allow me to break the filament. So I'm using this tool right here. I'm just gonna clip the old filament, right? And take off the spool. This is what it will look like. This is a electric indigo. And you see I still have some left. I have about 60 grams of filament. I'm gonna be changing the filament to this brand new orange. This one is Sunrise Orange by Polyterra. So what I heard somebody say on a YouTube video is to make to clip the end. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but to clip this end and to make it into like a sharp, like a spike, in order for it to go in faster. Not sure if that is actually a legit way to do it, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. For this one, I'm gonna use this spatula, just to not to break it, because it is a some of the prints do break sometimes. It's hot. There we go. So this is what the base looks like. As you can see, it's flat, and this is the other side. You gotta cut everything. So pretty much you would either peel it off or cut it with a knife. I have a special knife for this. that I can cut it with. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna extrude the old filament. So there is a cable. This cable right here has all this has filament inside. We're just gonna take it out. If you're wondering like how much does it cost to print something like this, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to sell it, you can sell it for like $5. And it cost me less than $1 to make. It was 46 minutes and it was 15 grams, so it's actually not bad. So we're gonna put extrude. The machine, what it's gonna do, like I said, is just gonna clean the filament. It's gonna start spitting all the old filament. Sometimes I like to make like little cool things with the filament that is inside, which is why I have this black and blue, because I had a black filament before and I didn't want to waste it. So I was going from black to this blue. What I did is I started printing this, and then when it stopped because it ran out of filament, I changed it to the blue, and then it printed this dinosaur. So I have a few things that have multicolor like this. But whenever you honestly don't have time for that, you would just want to jump into the print right away. Extruding will be the best method. It just takes out the old filament. You just got to keep repeating the process a couple times. It just starts pushing all the old stuff out. And now we're gonna change to the sunrise orange filament. I'm gonna put it right here in the spool holder. You feed it to the tube, through the tube. There you go. And just start putting it in there. You gotta be careful because sometimes the filament breaks and it's harder for you to like keep pushing it through the tube. There you go. So yeah, like I said, you just gotta keep doing that. See, that's the old filament. I'm gonna push this to the back. Apparently, let's see. There we go. Probably not the best way to do it, but it was stopping the old filament from coming through. You just gotta keep cleaning the machine, making sure that it's calibrated and it's clean. Don't touch the center. It is hot. It's not like super hot, but if you touch for like a long time, it is really hot. Just clean it. You're gonna see all the messiness that the machine does. So it's still purple. I'm just gonna push in the orange a lot more, and eventually you're gonna start seeing the difference from purple to orange. You can actually you can see it whenever the machine actually has the orange filament inside, because the spool will start rotating little by little. Yeah, all this that's coming up, you could have used it for something, or honestly, recycle, trash it. It really depends on what you want to do with it. I saw this lady on a video. What she likes to do is she likes to save this, and then she buys molds, and then she puts it in the oven, and then she uses the old filament. That's a pretty cool idea. That way you get extra prints from all that trash that comes out of the 3D printer. It looks like the new filament is inside, and we should start seeing the purple disappear and the orange come through. It's a tedious process, to be honest, but I mean, it's got to be done. There you go. The orange is not appearing. Once you know, like right now, there's no more purple coming out, I can actually stop it and it's ready to go. So you see the difference, the purple, and then it mixes in. And then this is hot, so I'll try not to touch it, but I'm just showing you for now. And then the orange comes out. And of course, this is a really nice orange, so you don't want to like have purple in there because it's just going to ruin it. So all this trash, I mean, like I said, throw it, keep it. I like to keep it just to try to do what the lady said to do. I'm just gonna blow on there. I like to come over here to the machine and do with my L wrenches or whatever they're called, Allens or whatever. I like to grab the one of the thickest one and then just calibrate the machine, just so it won't mess up during the print. Just tighten it like a few bolts. I've noticed that if you don't do this, eventually like you start getting like really bad prints. So I don't do this after every print, but I do this after like something that like a major print, like something that takes like a long time. Yesterday I printed a sword, a katana, like I was saying earlier, and that took like 7 hours. So I don't want to have that going on. I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Like I said, you probably shouldn't do this, but I don't listen. And just take off the old filament. There you go. The purple one. You could technically use your spatula for like cleaning like this. Oops. Just take off all the previous filament, because eventually you start seeing the old filament does heat up and gets stuck to your new print. So like I said, just tighten a few bolts here and there, and now it's ready to print. I'm gonna actually calibrate the machine and then I'm gonna print the new one. Calibrating takes about 8 minutes. Some machines do it on their own. This one doesn't. You have to actually do it yourself. Give me 1 second. I think I have to do it through my phone, so the video might go away for like a few seconds. Give me 1 second. There you go. Sorry about that. So in order for me to auto calibrate the machine, I had to go on my phone and do it. I couldn't find the option on my computer, so I don't think it's giving me the option on the computer, to be honest. So right now it's gonna calibrate. It's gonna take, like I said, like 8 minutes to calibrate. It just touches about 49 times. It touches the bed, and it does some like releasing of the filament just to make sure that it's actually calibrated. If the machine, for whatever reason, it doesn't calibrate, it just messes up and it just starts spitting spaghetti. There you go. So now it's gonna start just touching, and then it goes to every single point on the bed, and it just touches and touches and touches. You see how it's doing a line? So it doesn't, or like it releases filament, and just to make sure that it's actually, it does like a few layers on top. And then if you don't clean that, eventually when you start the print again, it's gonna do the same thing. And that's when all the mess starts again. So I cleaned the machine. I just threw everything to the side just to make sure that it's not on the machine itself, and then it just makes more mess. I think over the weekend I should do a like the bigger print, which is gonna be like the big dragon. It's just it takes forever to create something like that. If you're watching right now, I'm gonna put my charger on my phone, so you might experience some bumpiness. Let's see. Oh, pushing the phone up. Let's see, do it a little more. There you go. And then you gotta connect this charger. My phone's gonna die. Ugh. There it is. Now my phone's charging. So yeah, well, while the machine is calibrating, I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab a snack. It's gonna be about 5 more minutes, give or take. I think it might. Oh no, it's still printing. I mean, it's still calibrating. If you were here earlier, I was talking about how when you change a filament, you got to put it inside a dehydrator or at least a bag with silica gels, or else if moisture gets to your prints, they can mess up. They don't work the same. I think it's done calibrating. So I'm just gonna clean this up really quickly. I'm gonna take this piece off. There you go. It's just a little piece. And I'm gonna send in the Charmander to print. There you go. Hey, Edilberto. Hola. I don't know how to say hi in Filipino. I'm gonna butcher. ¿Cómo estáis? No? Maybe? I don't know. I speak Spanish. Mabuhay? Mabuhay. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm about to print a Charmander. I have a printing list at the top. Mayung Butang. Well, thank you for watching from the Philippines. That's pretty cool. I have another channel that I recently got this 3D printer and I started printing all the things in the background. I have like the Gengar, Pikachu. I printed this massive tic-tac-toe, and the pieces of the tic-tac-toe are actually glow in the dark. So at night they actually like shine like really cool. I printed those haunters that you see. I just started like printing these things, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna post these things. These are similar word to it on us. Como está? Yeah, exactly. Como está? Like for me in Spanish, it's como estás. I speak both English and Spanish. It's como estás, and then como está for you, I guess. So yeah, like I was saying, and I have another channel that it won't allow me to go live, so I just started posting things on this channel. But if you guys want to follow the other channel, it's called Printcraft 3D. I'll post it. I'll type it in. That one only has like 15 subscribers. So if you guys want to help me grow it, That way I can actually go live. So that channel that I just named, Printcraft 3D, doesn't have a photo or anything. It's just it has an orange photo for now. I haven't worked on the thumbnails or anything, so it's really new. Like I said, it's really new. This channel I've had for longer, so it does have my face on it. But the other channel that I'm talking about, I just opened it like a week, maybe like a week ago. I got this printer and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start posting things. I find 3D printing fascinating, so I'm like, I'm pretty sure people will find it too. And of course, I'm geeking out because I get to print all my favorite things, like a Pikachu, just all the Pokemons. I have an Onyx. Behind that list, you don't get to see it because I covered it with the printing list. But I have an Onyx. I'll show a small one that I have right here. Actually, let me show you both. So I can actually show you both. So this is a small Onyx that I printed, right? It's fairly long, but it's not big. And then of course, geeking out, I printed this beast right here. This one is so cool, humongous. You can see the boulders. It's really long. That's what she said. So yeah, it's like the size of my arm, as you can see it. It's really long. This is my second one that I print this size. I actually have two of them. One is hiding back here. You can't really see it because of the printing list. As soon as I got this printer, I started printing. I think one of my first prints was that Gengar in the background. That's a multi-color print. What that means is you create, like, I printed multi-part, right? So I printed everything separate. So the eyes I printed separate, different color. Excuse me. The teeth I printed them, or the smile in this case, I printed separate. So I had to change filaments for everything, which is why you see this guy right here. I'll point to it. This one doesn't have the eyes or the mouth. The reason it doesn't have the eyes or the mouth is because in the process of printing, it lost an arm. So you can see it, if you can really like peek in there, it doesn't have an arm. So what happened is I never completed the print because it just didn't make sense to keep going. Let's see, I'm trying to, how do I change this? Nope, not here. Nope, oops. Let me move this. So yeah, like I said earlier, right now I'm printing a Charmander, and It's a tiny one. It's gonna take about 2 hours to print. I'm just testing it out, see how it looks. If it comes out nice, if it breaks in the process. Sometimes the code is not the best. So when your code is not the best, you just gotta redo it. that I had at least live stream. And I had 129 views on the live stream. No problem with that. Absolutely from the beginning. Muy tarde, pero puse el de Buy Me a Coffee, puse el stream through Streamlabs, se pone typically, se lo pone en la pieza, y lo puse en los comentarios, son acá. Yo sé que si lo haces en Streamlabs, hace todo eso solo, pero no lo haces bien. So far, 130.
Where are you going?
Entonces, no esperaba que se metiera tanta gente. Pues. O sea, 130 es nunca me ha tocado uno o dos así.